And since we have so many people, I think we'll want to do a roll call when we actually okay, whenever you're ready, Brandy.
Okay. Mhm. Can you pull the list up again so I can use it?
Yes.
That is tiny.
Oh, let me see if I can make it bigger. I can. I know I can.
Oh, okay. So we have Stephanie Callis. There you go. Or Paulus, sorry.
I
Is Stephanie
don't
here?
see her on the list.
Okay. Emily Fox.
Here.
Brandy Graves. Krista Ledbetter.
Here.
Vanessa Martin. I see
Here.
her.
Yep.
Stephanie Rollins. I see Emily Fox now. Is Stephanie Rollins here? J.N. Rumpel. And we know Trista's not here. And Nicholas Steffen.
Yes.
We do not have a quorum unless someone hops on late, but we can discuss the items. I do, at some point, we might want to do a electronic vote when we get to, well, when we get to it on the agenda, we can discuss and decide that. But right now we have 5 members and we need 6 for a quorum. I thought I saw Jan in the first session, so I'm just want to make sure because she sometimes doesn't have a camera. No, I don't see her. Okay.
Okay. I did not officially call the meeting to order, but so we did the call to order, roll call, approval of agenda. Do I have a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
I have a motion, my goodness. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Vanessa seconded. All in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. Any opposed, same sign? All right, did everyone get a chance to go over the minutes? I have a motion to approve.
This Krista Ledbetter moved to approve the minutes.
First to move, do I have a second?
I'll second. Vanessa.
I have a second. All in favor, say aye.
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 I guess we can't really vote. But anyway, any opposed, same sign? All right, Indiana State Library report.
All right. That is me. So we have been pretty busy with migrations. We are actively working on 2 migrations right now. We're wrapping up or kind of in the home stretch with Brook Iroquois, Washington Township Public Library. We're basically done with data mapping, data testing, all of that. Jeremy's working on test loads right now. Britta has done training with their staff. I think 1 training day for their staff and then has another one coming up towards the end of the month. And they'll be launching on September 3rd. That's going to be, we usually do like a Monday, Tuesday in service and launch day, but since the Monday is a holiday, it'll be a Tuesday, Wednesday. We're also working on Jasonville's migration. They were kind of up in the air because they were rebarcoding their collection and we didn't really know when they'd be ready. They're ready now. So we're working with their data at the moment and they'll be launching on October 1st. We've also resumed cataloging parties with Edinburgh. Their collection is coming along. At the last cataloging party, we kind of found out that their collection is actually smaller than we originally thought. Their current ILS didn't give a great report for that and was incorrect. So I think we'll probably get that done faster than we initially thought, which is good. There are 2 more cataloging parties scheduled in September. with Edinburgh. And then Britta is getting ready at the end of the month to go to Remington. She's going to train their staff on copy cataloging. Then we'll start scheduling cataloging parties for that library. After we finish with the Brook migration, we'll start working on Delphi. Technically, I think our start date is September 1st for Delphi. So we'll be using a third-party support contract with Equinox for that migration for a number of reasons. The first is it is our first migration with the acquisitions model and the serials model. So it's going to be some training help as well with that. And also Kristen will be out for a few months during that time as well. So we'll be down a person. Farmland has turned in their application. That's on the agenda to vote for today, which we can't do, but it's there. That puts us at, I believe, 11 libraries in line to migrate. We're getting ready to launch the app for the Aspen Discovery Layer. We'll be working with Equinox on that launch. That's part of our Aspen contract with them. At the time of the Discovery Layer launch, it was decided to wait on the app just to not muddy the waters too much. So now we're going to move forward with that. We'll start on that project in September. Britta will have more information about the app at the end of the conference in the announcements and updates section. Porter County right now is using the Aspen Discovery Layer app, but they are currently hosted by Bywater because they use them before they move to Evergreen. So they will be migrating their instance of Aspen and the Aspen app to Equinox to be on the same hosting system as we are. And that is how we found out that we had app support. So that's, or how I found out at least. So that's fun. As far as the strategic plan goes, we're in the home stretch. It is happening. We have our directives and goals set. I told the Patron Services Committee before this, it feels like the end of an era. I've never not been working on the strategic plan since I've been in this job. So it's exciting to wrap it up. Our consultant is putting together our final report. I'm really excited to see it, but the full set of goals will be covered at the end of the conference, again, in announcements and updates section. We are going to have a server upgrade this year. We'll be doing it later in the year than we normally do. So it'll be in December on the 6th and 7th. That's a Saturday and Sunday. And the system will be completely down at that time. We're going to cover some of the highlights of what's coming in that last session today. And then also Britta will do the new features webinars probably in November before we upgrade to have everybody ready for that. So this is the timeline that seems to be best for us in terms of like working around migrations. But it also gives the developers time to do some bug fixing before we load the new version as well. We are going to do something a little bit different this year. We're going to put together a testing group of member library staff to help us test the version before we load it onto our production server. More eyes is better. So we're going to work on that. That information also will be in the last session today. And we'll also put it in the Friday update as well. As far as, does anybody have any questions about any of those things? Okay. As far as special projects, we're at 75 Find Free Libraries, 1 juvenile and 4 bookmobiles, and 95 auto renewals. Do you want me to go ahead and go into the financial report then?
Yeah, I was about to say that, but go right ahead.
Perfect. Okay. I am going to open. Okay. So it looks like we're about at 46% expended to date. I feel pretty good with that. I do want to, I don't see Stephanie here, Stephanie Rollins, who's on the committee. She did email me last night asking for a year-to-date balance sheet that would show the revenues and expenses by fund. But I wanted to bring it to the committee because I know you guys work as a group. But I do want to point out that that is on this this sheet. Income is I mean, it's just the membership fee, but it does have what our income is, the income tab. Then we also have the expenditures tab that shows the category or fund that we're pulling that from, what it's for and how much, date, all of that kind of stuff. So it is there. It might be kind of hard to find. I know there's a lot of tabs. We like our tabs in the on the admin team. So that is there. If anybody is interested in looking at that. I do want to have a discussion about some budget things, but I have it on the agenda for later for the 2026 budget. As far as pass-throughs go, we're pretty much, we have a few more left for Wildberry and Gale courses, I think less than 5 for both, so I'll send reminders for that. And then RDA toolkit, I actually just sent that out last month, so it makes sense I haven't received any yet because I'll have to go to board and all of that stuff. So those should start coming in soon as well. Does anybody have any questions about the budget, what we've spent? Anything? Okay. Oh, and just to, like, Stephanie emailed me, maybe she emailed me because she wasn't going to be here, but if at any time you want to see the budget, I mean, just send the email to the EC listserv, and I'm happy to send it out at any point in the cycle.
All right, training report.
Okay, Britta's not here because she is hosting another track of the conference, but she did put this together for you guys to see. She has been doing webinars and roundtables. She does some one-on-one training. She'll have some local administration coming up. She's been working on Aspen with Brooke and Jasonville, so they will be all set up and ready to go when they migrate onto Evergreen. But she's been spending a lot of her time on migration training. I don't know if you know this, but when you train a library for migration, it's about 27 hours. And Britta does all of that training. So she's been working with Brooke pretty heavily in August. She's going to start working with Jasonville pretty soon. And then, like I mentioned, she'll start with the basic cataloging in Remington at the end of the month so they can start their cataloging parties.
Subcommittee reports.
I forgot to look and see. Let's see. Cataloging will be Monica. You know, it's a little hard to get people in during the conference, so I don't see Monica here. So we can table that, I guess. Move on. E-content is Trista?
Yeah, the e-content committee met on August 5th. Not a whole lot to report. We do have new officers. Andrea Rowe will be the chair and Susan Jerger, the secretary. We've been looking at our databases and the costs of them and exploring any alternatives that could possibly be cheaper. Mainly we were looking at the Library IQ and the Novelist, both of which are significant cost to us. Just a reminder that the Gale legal forms, we're not renewing that database, and that goes away, I believe, in September, Courtney.
Yeah, we'll have it through the end of this month.
Yeah, and the Gale rep has been reaching out to individual libraries, offering a discounted rate. And for libraries who still need something else, there's also New Wave Legal out there, and I believe the committee is going to explore to see if that would be a cost-effective consortium-wide subscription for us. And I think that's about it, Courtney, unless there's anything you can recall.
Yeah, that sounds about
Okay.
right.
Okay, that's it for content, e-content.
All right, patron services. There's Emily.
Yes, we met actually this morning at the conference. So that was a big meeting. They voted to update CERT 2 permissions to include add and editing item alerts, especially in larger libraries, and to update the pickup library at that time as well, instead of having different permissions. They also updated the profile name on the patron profile matrix from student and student limited access to educational and educational limited access. Since the description includes students and teachers. And I believe everything else will be discussed at a later time. So is that correct?
Perfect.
I made notes. Thank you.
Let's see. I don't see Cassie for Aspen, and then I don't think Inga is here for IDL. So we'll have to hear about those at our next meeting. Oh, Monica and Sherry can't get into the session because it said it's locked. Let me see if I can. Oh, okay. Tell them to try again, Julia. Somehow it got locked after 15 of us came in. Sorry about that. That means Monica will be able to do a update for cataloging. I see people coming in now. There's Monica. I apologize that the meeting was locked or got locked at some point. Welcome.
Thank you.
Monica, if you want to go ahead, if you're ready to do the cataloging update, we've kind of done the other ones here.
Sure. We met on August 7th, last week, Thursday. We had elections for officers. I obviously am still the chair, and Kat Roberts is still our secretary. She took over midterm because Sandra Osborne had been our secretary, but she had other duties and she needed to get rid of that responsibility. So Kat has been doing that for the last few meetings and was elected at this meeting. We approved some new cataloging procedures. Anna Roberts wrote some procedures on cataloging board games, and the committee discussed those, approved those, and those will be in the procedures guide now. Also, Charles Lemma and Misty Morse wrote up some language, some additional language for addition statements, certain types of addition statements. There was some discussion on that. But we did approve some new wording for the procedures guide, so that will be going in the procedures guide as well. We also spent some time working on our bylaws. I know several of the committees are doing that right now. We spent a lot of time talking about them, but we cannot vote on those until December. So that's the plan. And I think that's about all.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. Are we good to move on to unfinished business, Courtney? Do we have any? Oh, well, Krista's not the host. I think Courtney left
I'm the host.
apparently, that's what it says.
We must
Courtney
have locked.
seems to have left the session.
Well, hopefully she'll come back.
I'm assuming she will come back.
Yeah. Jan's here now, so at least we have a quorum.
Yes, we do. I noticed that. I'm
Well,
assuming she froze because she was very, very still.
mhm.
I don't know that we have any, I don't know about any unfinished business, honestly.
I wonder if Courtney realizes she's not here anymore.
She's still just sitting there staring at the screen,
Yeah,
going, why
wonder-
isn't anyone talking?
Yeah, why are we so quiet?
How's everyone's day going?
Yeah. Well, I'm working from home. I don't know how the rest of you are. Brandy, you kind of look like you're at home too.
I am. I get to snuggle with my puppy while I work.
Oh,
That's the best.
She's happy I'm here too.
I bet.
checking my email to see if Courtney's trying to talk to us or anything, but
Oh,
She is-
Jeremy put in the chat, Courtney is having technical issues.
She's
okay.
currently trying to log in right now. Her computer decided to take a break today, unscheduled.
Mhm.
So she's almost logged in now.
Okay.
Sorry about this.
No worries.
Okay. Well, my cats are all avoiding me, or I'd show you mine. Wait, here comes Pippin. He might come see us. Come here, bud. Come here. This is actually not my cat. He's actually my visiting cat, but this is Pippin. Say hello,
Oh,
everyone.
hi, Pippin.
So cute.
He's so cute and
He is.
cuddly looking.
He's a very sweet cat. He's
Oh.
also a total orange boy, only has one brain cell.
Yep, that is an
I
orange
know
boy for
exactly
you.
what you mean.
Oh,
Oh, look at that cat.
oh my goodness.
Oh
So
my
fluffy.
goodness.
This is Rainbow.
Hi,
Oh, goodness.
Rainbow.
He wants to
Oh,
I missed the best part of the meeting.
you did.
You did.
You missed all the pets.
Dogs and cat visiting.
I apologize. My computer decided to restart right in that moment. I blame IoT.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Okay, can everyone see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay, now let me make sure. Perfect. Did we get all of the cataloging update?
We did.
Perfect. And let me double check that Cassie, who are we looking for? Cassie or Inga isn't in here. I do not see them. Okay.
I don't know
Ready
if
to
you
move on.
noticed, but Ann's here now. So
Oh, yay, we have a quorum.
Yep.
We do.
she's listed as Joni.
Oh, fun. I'm sorry. I had everything just so wonderfully placed on my screen and now I don't. Okay. Oh, sorry.
Nope, you're
Oh,
good.
okay.
Do we have any unfinished business?
We do not.
Good. Then we're not ghosts wandering the earth. So new business, 2026 budget.
Okay. I am working on the 2026 budget. as part of that process, I sat down with the ISL admin to talk about kind of where our budget needs to pick up some slack with ISL's funding situation. It's not terrible, but it does force us to kind of reevaluate our priorities. So starting at some point this year, towards the end of the year, more than likely, the Evergreen budget will start paying for Britta's salary and IoT seat. We've been told that our IMLS funds are safe through 2026, but the federal budget year ends at the end of September. So we need to have kind of a contingency plan for Kristen and Jeremy's salaries those last 3 months of the year. So for 2026, it will be my salary, Britta's salary for the whole year. And then we need to make sure we have some money for Kristen and Jeremy's salaries for the last 3 months of the year, just in case there's no more federal funds. So that's a good chunk of money. So we kind of need to look at the resources we offer and decide, I don't know, what's most important. We're looking at the personnel line item going up a little over $100,000. So what we've spent, I'm going to pull up the balance sheet here. So kind of our big things really are Chilton. I budgeted it, it goes up every year. So I've budgeted 35,000 for 2026. Novelist, which is, gotta find it. It's probably right in front of me. OPAC Enhancement Services is Novelist. That also goes up every year. So I have budgeted $70,000 for that next year. And then Library IQ was at 85,000 next year. Those are kind of our outside online resources. I didn't mention Aspen because we're in the middle of a contract, but also I feel like that's not as, we're a little bit more involved with that than the other options. I guess my 2 cents, I don't know. I think Chilton is really important to keep since that information isn't available in print anymore. Plus it's relatively and it's inexpensive compared to everything else. Novelist is a resource that's used by patrons. I mean, it can be helpful for staff, but it's a patron forward service. And the stats are pretty good. Oh, I was going to grab those for you. I'll see if I can find those here in a minute when you guys are discussing. And I know there are certain library staff that love a Library IQ, but it is the most expensive. 73 libraries do have active logons. That doesn't necessarily mean they actively use it, but they do have logons. So I did the math. It puts us about $1,100 per library. But that 85,000 would make it a lot easier to cover staff salaries. But that would be my recommendation, is to drop Library IQ. So again, I know it's a resource that is very well loved, so I want you guys to have a conversation about it. But I do want to let you know I did reach out to Collection HQ, which is it's through Baker and Taylor. They can offer some of the same collection development tools. It's strictly collection development. And it is at a lower cost. They have like a HQ Lite and a full Collection HQ package. Both of them are lower than Library IQ. I can share that information if you like. I didn't put a link in the agenda just because the quote is confidential. I'm happy to send that to you if you would like to see that. But we would still need to make that shortage up somewhere. Long term, if IMLS funds are just gone and never coming back, we probably do want to look at raising the membership fee in 2027. I personally don't love that, and if we raise it, I don't want it to be very much. But we have to look at it. I mean, if we're not going to have any federal funds, we just are going to have to. Um, and maybe even if federal funds come back, we can then use that money to look at hiring like a full-time system administrator. So something to help out the team, which was, I think, the original thought behind the last membership fee raise, was to work towards getting another staff member. So that is just my brain barf on 2026 budget. But I would like you guys to have a conversation about this. Oh, the other thing is Library IQ. Our contract goes to the end of the year, but if we're not going to renew, we have to let them know in September, by the end of September.
Can you remind me how much money we need to come up with?
It's going to be a little over $100,000 for just Britta and I for the whole year, and Jeremy and Kristen for 3 months.
Okay, so it sounds like no matter, even if we do get rid of Library IQ, we still need to come up with like another 30 or 40, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes. I think 30 or 40 is definitely doable. I can show you what I have now if you're interested in seeing that. So this is what, and this is not final or anything. This is just me noodling around. So we need this number here to be, I think it's one, oh no, it's right here, right in front of my face. $220,000 essentially. I did put money in for new server. I know Jeremy doesn't want to see that come up on the chopping block, but it is where we can take some money. We have options to pull, I mean, a little bit from here and there. Like I said, easier to pull, 30,000 than 80. And I do have almost 7,000 to transfer to reserve, which can also be used for that.
Can you make that just a touch bigger?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Is that good or more?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
At least for me.
I mean, I can see small savings throughout, like promotional materials and um, conference scholarships and things like that, where we could probably come up with those others, enough if we were to axe Library IQ. I like Library IQ. I don't know
Yeah, me too.
if I like it $82,000 worth, but I don't know where else in our budget we can come up with a big chunk of money though.
I agree.
And I just want to answer Monica's question in the chat. The EC opted to not renew Reference USA.
Mm-hmm.
So we are not renewing that.
It's just Chilton, which
Just
I think is important. Of all the databases we have, that's one of our favorites.
I agree. Oh, let me pull up the stats for Novelist Select, because that's also a big chunk of money. I know it's being used though. So Novelist Select is here if you'd like to take a look at that.
Yeah, I think that definitely is worth the money.
I would like to ask. It feels like we're headed towards canceling Library IQ, which is probably fine, like where we should go. Would it be possible? I know that some services that Evergreen offers is opt into, and there's like a discounted rate.
Hmm.
Do you think that we could arrange some sort of arrangement with them to still offer it at that kind of setup instead of just consortium wide, making it an opt-in service?
I can ask.
Okay.
100. I've found that at least, yeah, that instead of losing all the business, they're happy to do some sort of setup like that. Um, what am I writing down? Oh yeah. I kind of love that we have member library staff on the meeting because they can give feedback about what you're talking about right away. But um, totally agree with getting rid of library IQ, like it, but not necessary. This collection HQ user wishes you drop library IQ, so I don't feel guilty for not using it. I agree with cutting library IQ. Oh, that's Jayanne. So there's that.
Unless I'll go ahead and make a motion that we cut Library IQ from to the 2026 budget with the little caveat that we explore whether or not we could do an opt-in arrangement with them.
I'll second that.
So we have a motion to cut library IQ with looking into an option to potentially do a discounted rate for libraries with a second. All in favor?
I
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign? Motion passes.
Thank you. I know it's not ideal. Okay.
All right. Membership application approval.
So we have Farmland Public Library. They are Class C in Randolph County. I think they're east of Muncie. Service population is about 1,200 with contracts a little over 12. Oh yeah, a little over 6,000. Operating expenditures about 57,000. Collections about 13,000. ILS is Apollo, which I've never heard of other than them, so I'm interested to take a look at that. And they are a member of the Indiana Digital Library.
I move we accept Farmland's application.
I have a motion from Krista to accept Farmland's application. Do I have a second?
I'll second Vanessa.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign? The motion passes.
All right, I will let them know.
Welcome, Farmland. All right, our next regular meeting is October 21st, in person at Newcastle and online. Any other announcements, Courtney?
None from here. If you have anything you want on the agenda, please let me know. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Let me look at the agenda to make sure. Oh goodness, I didn't put it on here. But we do need to pick a chair-elect and a secretary. So I guess here. Let me put it under new business. I don't know if you'll need to,
I'll make a motion to amend the agenda to add in the selection of a chair-elect and a secretary.
thank you.
Nicholas makes a motion to amend the agenda to add officer elections for chair-elect and secretary. Do I have a second?
This Krista, I'll second.
Krista seconds. All in favor?
I
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign? Motion passes.
Perfect.
Courtney, can you tell me when my term ends?
Yes. Um, June 2027.
So in the middle of 2027. So if I was chair-elect, I would be chair-elect through June of 2026, and then I would be chair through my last year. I'll volunteer to be chair-elect if no one else is passionate about it.
I will second that nomination. This was Krista. I think I'm coming off soon, next year. Okay.
All right. So we have Nick. And then does anybody just really want to take notes for the meeting? I will tell you that everything is recorded and I send you the link after the fact so you can watch it and take notes, so you can participate in the discussion during the meeting if that helps at all. Secretary is always the hardest one to get someone to do.
This is Krista. I'll do it.
Thank you.
Unless there's someone out there who's really burning to do it.
Nope, I'll second that.
I know you've suffered the last year or more, Vanessa, haven't you?
On e-content for years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I think we can put both of those together for a vote, I believe. You
Yes, so
wanna
we have a
vote on both?
slate of chair-elect for Nicholas Steffen and secretary of Krista Ledbetter. Do I have a motion to approve?
I will make a motion to approve the slate of officers.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Jan
Emily
seconded.
Fox. Oh, you're right.
Nope, you're good. Do I, all in favor, say aye.
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 All right, any opposed, same sign? Officers are a go as presented.
Thank you so
Yay!
much. All right, I am gonna put in the link to the sessions in the chat just in case you need it, but we are getting ready to break for lunch. And we will be back at 1, I believe. My brain is so mushy from putting this conference together.
Yes, it's
Well,
one.
we appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.
All right, we will officially adjourn at 11:42.
Good job staying within the time limit too. Patron
job,
services was
everyone.
really good about it too. Yeah, love it. All right. Thank
All
you.
right,
All right.
see you all later.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.